said to me. Got so high, I feel like you meant everything you said to me. Got so high, it sound like she meant everything you said to me. Got so high, it sound like you meant everything you said to me. Got so high, it sound like you meant.
Reliving the past. You're lost.
Rockstar bitch call me Elvis. M.O.B. she call me selfish. Success got them jealous. Shorties killing, wildin', drilling. Tattoos, how they break the news. It was real if you made the news. Last night my bitches came in twos, and they both suck like they came to lose. Dropped out first day of school, cause niggas got cocaine to move. I be going hard, I got a name to prove. Killing them, hurting they high, make the pain improve. We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down.
This the crazy shit in the club. Sis in the club. It's so packed I might ride around on my bodyguard back like Prince in the club. She said, can you get my friends in the club? I said, can you get my Benz in the club? If not, treat your friends like my Benz. Park their ass outside till the evening end. When I go raw, I like to leave it in. When I wake up, I like to go again. When I go to work, she gotta call it in. She can't go to work, same clothes again. And I hard-coded in the souls of men. Louboutin on the toes again. Tight dress dancing close to him. Jesus just rose again.
We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down. We can send this bitch up, it can go down.
Yeezy, just jumped over Jumpman. Yeezy, just jumped over Jumpman. Yeezy, I feel so accomplished. I done talked a lot of shit, but I just did the numbers. Herzog and Adidas, man, you know they love it. If Nike ain't had Drizzy, man, they wouldn't have nothing. Woo! If Nike ain't had Dossie, man, they wouldn't have nothing. Woo! But I'm all for the family, tell them get your money. Yeezy, they line up for days. Nike out here bad, they can't get shit away. I stuck to my roots, I'm like Jimmy Fallon. I ain't dropped the album, but the shoes went platinum. Every time I talk, they say I'm too aggressive. I was out here spazzing, now y'all get the message. On the field, I'm over reckless on my Odell Beckham. 2020, I'ma run the whole election. I've been trending years, y'all a couple days. Easy in the house, and we just gotta praise. Nike treat employees just like slaves. Pay LeBron a Billy not to run away. $10,000 fur for Nori, I just copped it. Your baby daddy won't even take your daughter shopping. designers I won't wear again. Making niggas famous, they get arrogant. Yeezy, 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 just jumped over jumping. Yeezy, 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 just jumped over jumping. Yeezy, 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 this is pure luxury. I give him great coupon on a DJ Mustard. If you ain't poppin' shit, then why you rap for? Plus Kamoji just shut down the app store. And we made $1 million a minute. We made $1 million a minute. We did. Yeah, we made $1 million a minute. We made $1 million a minute. Do anybody feel bad for Bill Cosby? Did he forget the names just like Steve Harvey? Tell Adidas that we need $1 million in production. I done told y'all all I needed was the infrastructure. Now we hottest in the streets, it ain't no discussion. James Harden, Swaggy P running up the budget. Keep the work at my baby mama house. I'm a jerk, you need to work, you need to call my spouse. Yeezy, Yeezy, take a picture with me on Rodale. Yeezy, 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 I might do my own hotel. Couches, 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 which one should I pick? I need extra deep, I like my bitches extra thick. Every time I see the news, man, it bring me home. Call up DJ Mano, shout out Twilight Tone. We just blessed to be alive, yeah, ain't got the truth. So let's celebrate the life for Timbuktu. 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 Timbuktu.
Perfect.
Take heat, fuck these niggas up.
Prada and Gucci don't go together. Louis and Dior, I swear go better. He wear my drip, but I wear it better. Kalani gang, I swear you go wetter, huh? Gang, on go mode. I should get a chain for the promo. Gang, gang, gang.
The level is just too advanced. The bezel is Tiffany stamp. Don't grip on my hand. I know that I came with the slide from left to right, but now I don't wanna dance. I got too much on the line, too much on my mind, too much ain't enough of my plans. Nike don't pay me to tell you just do it. They pay me to show you I do it again.
Huh? Yeah, I'm in control of the block. You know how October get hot. Might make this glaze go pop. Bang.
Good morning, everybody.
Can't be pale in my casket, make sure I die with a tan. It's part of the brand. I know that I came with a slide from left to right, but now I don't wanna dance. Can I depend on a man? I slide some bread in the jam. That's just who I am. Custom just waving at us from the window. They don't even come on the plane when we land. Anyone else would retire, but I'm not content. I wanna bury these niggas like 20 feet down so no one can find them again. It's gotta be scary to witness me carry these niggas around in both of my hands. They stay inviting me over, they say they got bitches, I get there and then it's just them.
Got a verse from the boy in elite, he sent me a new and said use instead. Everything good when you live in the hills, got a chef and made for a bed. Can you imagine shit they seen? I went from the road to South 20 Dreams, the bridge got burned and shot. I'm climbing, I don't need a ladder. New year, it's a new chapter. Got a snap, I didn't even snap her. She on the fuck out of anger. Back in the days, life was so hard and Pelham trapping backyards. I didn't even know about Goyard. I just said my new bank card. Remembering days in the courtyard. I came from trap at Nats. Trap with bugs in the trap. She wanna spell the facts. Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I just think so loud. Holy.
I got cheese in a bag. My shooters think it's tag.
All right. We have news today, no? I think so. Let me just start this Discord real quick. We have news at 9:45, right? I actually can't believe that we used to start at like 6:30. I was looking at my stories yesterday from my first stream, and it was like live every morning at 6:30, something like that. 6:30 is way too early. I don't know what I was doing at 6:30. Like trading ranges. What am I doing here? Sharing the screen. Cool. Yeah, then we started coming at like 7. Oh shit. We started coming at like 7:30, and then eventually 8, and then now it's like 8:30. Eventually, we're gonna come on for a couple minutes. All right. What are we gonna do today? What day is it today? Today is Tuesday. Yeah, so Tuesday, just 9:45, I think. You got some flash manufacturing PMI, flash service PMI, Richmond manufacturing index, API weekly, and all of this. Yeah, then I think it's just Thursday after. Thursday you have unemployment claims, and then the rest of the days are just kind of regular price action days, right? So, I mean, yeah, let's see. It looks like we're kind of still stuck in this range here today. Yeah, we're kind of still stuck in the same range we were in yesterday for the NY. So I was hoping that, I was really hoping that Asian or London could break out so it can lead to more volume for the NY session, but it looks like we're kind of still stuck here. So I was hoping that this is the range we were in yesterday, right? It's not bad. I'm sure it's like tradable. It's like 1,500 pip range, so it's like, you know, it's pretty decent. But it's just moving sideways. That's the issue. So I was hoping that Asian could break above here, like this, tap into these ranges, or London could tap into these ranges down here. It didn't matter where, but just one of the ranges, one of the areas, so we can start pushing for NY. So that didn't happen, which means that NY could be the one that starts breaking out. The problem with that is that if it doesn't start breaking out within the next like 30 minutes, it's gonna, I'm assuming, break out by 9-10, or tap into these ranges by 9-10, and then we gotta figure out where it wants to go, because taps into these areas aren't gonna indicate like direction or anything. You know what I mean? Because you can break out and then come back to the range for a fake out, and then you can end up continuing up, and then that'll be more so tomorrow's direction. Or you could, you could come straight down, but I'm assuming you'll come and start creating ranges here a little bit before coming down further. Or you could like come up, top of the range, and then fake out back to down, close above, and then continue to hold, right? But the thing is, like, you gotta break out first. So you haven't had that yet. So that's like the next part of the cycle. So it's just a matter of like when, right? So I'm guessing today's NY session, that's what we'll wait for. And yeah, I think I'll just mark up as that. So I'll leave yeah, we'll leave something up here. You are creating somewhat of the lower highs. Is this volume on a small time frame? It might be. Yeah, again, I think it's still tradable, but I think for direction, you're gonna have to break out. But the ranges are like 1,500 pips, right? So it's like somewhat, or they're decently wide. This is gonna be higher, actually. This is not gonna be here. This is gonna be maybe here. So does that even matter? Is there any point? Yeah, it's so bright. That is 1,500 pips. Yeah, then I'll leave something down here, just probably at these zones down here, the support zone at 42.63. I'll leave it there. just like as your next support. I don't think they play a significant role, but I think what you want to see first is just like either if you could tap into these ranges here or tap into these ranges down here first, like these yellow zones. And then once you tap the yellow zones, I think things get a little better, more volatile. But at this minute, I was looking at it, it's not too bad. Like in terms of volume, it's decent. But yeah, we'll see what the session gives us again. But I think that's it. I'll leave it as that. And then the thing is, you're still kind of somewhat pushing down, right? So we're still trying to figure out if this is gonna come back down to retest the lows here, down here, or if it's gonna create like some structure to then eventually make its way up towards these areas here, right? But you spent a lot more time in this range here compared to here, right? The trade that we're in, that was the first time you pulled back. So if you look at this entire move down here, that was like one of the first pullbacks, right? These are very small, but like this is the actual first pullback, and then this is the second one. But the first one, like I said yesterday, it was a little more it was different in terms of there's a much higher chance it hasn't come back down to retest the lows. This is now the second one, and the ranges in between weren't too far apart, which means that from this range to this range there wasn't too there was a move, but it wasn't as consistent, which means that's slowing down, right? If it's slowing down and this range is taking a long time, then there's a chance that price can start to create some structure here and then eventually make its way up. But we'll only find out as you or if you actually break above these zones here, right? And then close and hold those areas. But I'm assuming if you do, then you're looking at these zones next, which is Thursday, Friday's high from last week. All right. But yeah, could still come down to retest the lows, right? Same thing that happened here. It's just that this is taking a lot longer. But yeah, I think that's it. Let's add the zones here. Oh, you're actually pushing here. Let's see, 45.38, 42.63. $44.82, 43.16. Yo, okay, thanks for $4.99 again, bro. Every morning. Damn. Thank you, man. Every morning. Alright, bro, I can't wear these headphones. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, chat. I think that's my goal analysis. So it's like as the session goes on, we'll get more info. But this is actually pretty interesting here because we are starting to actually move here consistently too. Let's see, could just get continuation. So this is like somewhat of like a lower high, right? These are your highs here, then you got like more lower highs on the way down. Are you able to get some type of structure within these ranges? This thing looks like it might glitch here. You got a pullback there. Lower highs, come back down to retest the lows. Is this the same area we got the sells yesterday? Where did we get the sells yesterday? No, it was a little higher. True that. And yes, yeah, zone approaching here. You'll pull back towards there. And then you get top wick here still. Yeah, I do want to see a pullback here. But it looks like you're pushing down pretty heavy. There's something here approaching, like a minor zone here. I think this is your more major zone at 4316. That was the lowest from yesterday. So if you can break through here, then you're on your way down towards the major zone. And then worst case, we can look for more ideas down here. But If we can be part of this range, that'd be nice. But I will wait for some type of, I do want to see a top wick or something within these areas here. Yeah, this is not bad. 5's coming down, minutes coming down pretty heavy. Some decent volume. So yeah, it's good. It's good that we're moving now, because the earlier we move, the faster the actual push of day comes in, right? If we move like a 9:30, 10, like that's, if this move were to happen at 9:30, 10, then there's likely I guess like the move of the day to come in a lot later in the day, because like this is only the start of the session, right? With the volume, you need volume, then you need to break out the ranges, and then you need to actually find the direction for the day. But yeah, that's it. I think you got just news and 9:45. What minute? 600 per candle. Which one? Oh, this one? Oh. Yeah, that's 7. Same thing happened at 7 yesterday too. 7 yesterday just moved like crazy. I gotta start coming on at 7 again. 7 yesterday moved like, this is your, within 15 minutes, 3-minute candles, you move 1,300. Wait, is he talking shit? It's so bright, man. Jesus just rose again. Mudded? I don't think I'm mudded. Am I mudded? I don't think so. Should be good. Maybe reset. Jesus just rose again. It was a Trump tweet yesterday? The one at 7? Man, 7 in the morning, waking up and grown ass man tweeting at 7 a.m. Fucking insane. He probably just wanted an early trade or something. Oh shit, trade's taken. That. Arial regular font. 30 regular. All right. Travel anywhere but US and Canada. I haven't been to Asia since I was a kid. Like, like since I was 12. I mean, you can count. Yeah, like Dominican, Turks. Or else that go over the years. Turks. No, I haven't done much traveling. I haven't been to Europe or like Asia since a kid, so I wouldn't even. Turks. Yeah, Turks is fire. Turks is fire. Fiji. I was like, isn't Fiji in Japan? That's Fuji, right? Where's Fiji? Oh, Fiji and Japan are two different things. She was talking about Fiji and you were talking about Japan. You guys are on two different timings. Holy. Yeah, if you go to Japan, you gotta go for like a couple weeks. Or Asia, you gotta go for a couple weeks. Drake put Turks on. Yeah, Big Myself knows all the facts about Jersey. I'm about to go to Turkey. I'm about to get a hair transplant. Nah, I'm not gonna. Not yet. I don't think I need one yet. Maybe I'll never need one. Maybe I'll never need one. You know? Memories. You never been to the east side? What, Asia? What's up, Illis? Illis the realest? Yeah, it's gonna be a boring day today? Hopefully not, man. You have to look a lot more boring. This thing, man. This thing. No way it takes this long. How many people we got in here? I feel like we got like 5 people watching me. Hello? Chat, good morning. Don't be shy. Holy. So I'm talking to 5 people in here. The trading lounge. Holy. Yeah, I don't see one trading monitor in sight. Gotta say the train lounge. This guy said the trading lounge. I don't see one monitor. Chat, y'all see a trading monitor in sight? That's funny as fuck. You playing UFC, man? I'll cook you in UFC. You getting more ball though? I'm playing the long game. Let's see who's more ball by age 50. What's up? 11:50 here. Good evening. What's up, Mohammed? 11:50 p.m. here. Wow. You must be from the other side of the world. Do you think it can go down to 43, 47? I don't think there's much restraint on the way down. Like, I don't think you run into some issues until like 43, 32 maybe. So yeah, it's just about like, is it gonna go down? I don't know. I know you asked that question, but how I would describe it is that there's clean traffic on the way down, but I don't know if it's ready to go down on this push. You know what I mean? I was waiting to see like you can get some pullbacks or something here to get continuations, but this pullback is taking way too long to come up. So there's not enough volume here for me to like confirm that. So I'm not too sure yet. A lot of people here. Oh man. You can't go back in time on your screen. Oh, you still can't go back in time on my stream right now? Damn, let me fix the setting again. Enable DVR. Chat, can you guys go back on my stream right now? Or no? Are you able to replay a moment? Yes, you can. Yes, 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 yes. Catty, 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 catty. Playboy catty, playboy catty. Thank you. What is the biggest misconception in trading that you can make money? Playbook Kati. Kati. Yes, in that video. Don't vous. At sell from 4412, gonna hold till 4351. Good luck, sir. Good luck, sir. Should be on its way down there for you. I added chat. Whoever was asking for the journal yesterday, I said come back the next day or add to the night bot. It should be here. Try it now. Try the Expert Smart journal. It should be the new TBJ journal. Took a little while. I got scared. Yeah, that should be the TBJ journal. What's up, Don? First time you stream. What does your strategy consist of? Candle reading, price action, market structure. Am I missing anything, chat? I think that's it. Those three things. That's basically what we're just looking at. That's really all we're looking at. And I guess like support and resistance, we draw support and resistance to like just mark up ranges to help us identify zones, but we don't use anything that's like you had to pay for, like sort of type of indicators or anything. There's no like, that's the one thing about my strategy. It's very cheap. Like you don't gotta like, sometimes I think on TradingView there's like a limit on how many indicators you can add right before you get a next premium plan. Yeah. If you join to our stream, it's always going to be the cheapest, like the freest. You've been here every week now. Wait, yeah, when are you coming back, Space? You're actually never coming back? Did you guys trade Asian? Asian session. Wasn't bad. Looked like it came down quite a bit yesterday. Came down like 1,000 pips. It's pretty clean too in the way down. Very clean. You might meet me at top wicks here actually now that I'm looking at this again. So, ABCXYZ. In 3 years, W3 years. Have the bottom, should I hold? Yes. Who's saying that? Yeah. You hold. Make sure you hold. Do you use your instinct? Yeah, I think in like you develop what's the other word that I use? I'm looking for the other word. Shit. What's the other word? Yo, what's the other word? No, that's not. I don't even know that word. That's intuition. Yeah, intuition. Woo. Yeah. You develop intuition over time because you just which is the same shit, right? But yeah, as you're on the charts more, But you're not just relying on that. Like I'm not just gonna wake up and be like, you know, like I'm using intuition, like different factors. Not really like I think price is gonna like go down here then do this, right? Like, nah, just more of like in terms of when it comes to smaller things for me, like volume, and like the finishes before we enter a trade, like those last couple confirmations that I'm looking for, or sometimes zones. Like I might see, like for instance, for the 4 hour, the trade we had on Thursday and Friday, like when I kept talking about these two candles here that are, you can kind of just block it out, they're invisible candles. That started off as intuition, because I noticed over time that usually would, like these zones here, this wouldn't be really a support. Like you see one here, but it's not really anything. It's clean traffic, really. So we started with noticing that as intuition. And then as the year's gone on, I think a year and a half in, we started noticing that we started naming it the invisible candle, because it's just a doji. So yeah, I use it in different ways. But yeah, you definitely need intuition in trading a little bit. A little bit. Trump speaking in 30. Is he really? Where? 30 minutes. I know you have news in 45. Where is Trump? I don't care what he says, to be honest with you. We'll see what it gives us. Intuition. Oh. Well, how am I supposed to know that, Penzo? Integer. I missed the leg count styles in the 5. This one. What's the most important quality of a retail trader? What does that mean? Most important quality? I think they're all important. What does that mean? Most important quality of a retail trader. You guys are asking some serious questions here. Hold on, let me just get some coffee in. How much is that leg count, Benzo? 170. You're saying that you develop intuition over time. Yeah, you develop over time. A little bit of intuition, just experience. Experience as a whole is like all you need in trading. Like as the years go on, you just get better each year. If you're on the charts every day looking for ways to get better, a little bit of self reflection, you know, because you learn a lot about yourself in trading, and then yeah, you gain that over time. And so like whoever's like stuck in trading, like you're at break-even stages, or like, you know, you just started, you're not really getting no consistency, like just give it some time. But yeah, these are the steps I follow though every year. Journaling. Oh yeah, and that's it. Just journaling. Just make sure you journal. And like journal every trade you take. And then develop a playbook. And then you're good. After that, you're good. From there on out, you just rinse and repeat the same thing forever. But those things improve, right? Like I didn't come up with the leg candle on my first year of trading, right? I had to go, like for me to figure out the leg candle, I had to figure out what ranges were, right? And then I had to figure out what a fake out is. And then I had to figure out like how to avoid a fake out. And then I had to figure out there's a better way to avoid a fake out if we apply range 1 or range 2. So how do you know it's going to be a fake out? If it breaks the 2 ranges, that's range 2 breakout. That's usually direction, which is just tied into market structure, right? And then, yeah, I learned that these ranges make up a candle, right? So you might have something like this that's printing. That's this basically. Oh, what is this? Oh shit, a leg candle, right? So like you develop these, you build like a deeper understanding for these simple things like market structure, candle reading, support resistance, and then just kind of mix and match all of the ideas together, and then you come to the realization that it's really all the same thing. It's really all the same thing. Like every strategy out there is just market structure, to be honest. All of like the fancy names, anything, like it's all just market structure at the end of the day. Or at least like once you see it like this, you can't unsee that. It's all just the same thing. It's just market structure. Because everyone's using candles to read, to identify what's happening in the charts, right? So if everyone's using the same indicator, which are candles, to identify charts, then everyone's looking at the same thing, realistically. What do you mean define journaling? Journaling is like when you journal. All right, man. Define. What you mean define journaling? Yo, you gotta just journaling. Like, you know, you ever journal before? You ever had like a diary or something? Wrote down like what you did in your day as a kid. That's what that is in trading. Write down like, how did you feel today? You know? Or yeah. Actually, no, don't even write that down. What trades did you take today? Right? What got you there? What were your confluences? Right? Stuff like that. Yo, Elvis, the journal god, right there. He helped me make the TBJ journal. So yes, to say if you can't journal if you overtrade. Yeah, you can't. I know, because when I stopped journaling, that's when my trading went to shit. So yeah, journal. Even like after a trade, journaling to cool down a little bit, instead of like taking a trade and then being like, oh, let's take another trade. Like trade and journal that trade, and use a TBJ journal, because it actually gives you a 5-minute grace period no matter what. Like I've tried to speed run the TBJ journal over the years, but it takes me like 5 minutes to fill out. So you have a 5-minute cooldown period, you know, and it just puts you in the right mindset. Like you're over here just like clicking like what type of pair, daily bias, and then you're answering all these questions. Like it makes your trade reasonable, right? Whereas if you just take it and don't think about it onto the next trade, like you didn't find any value in your last trade. Every trade that you can find value in if you journal it. But if you just go on to the next trade, the last trade is forgotten now, right? So you want to treat every trade with value. So that's what works for me. It just slows it down for me like that. But yeah, you gotta feel a lot, all of this. And then I start hunting again. Rare pull. Man. Morning, Biza. Yeah, you got a top wick here, guys. Like a little top wick here, some structure. So let's see if this continues glitching with volume here. YouTube ad cut you off? Fuck, you gotta go back, man. The moment has passed. Let's see, is this gonna bring in some volume here? So That's your range now. You probably want to see a breakout of that. Ideally, you want to see like, if this is your range here, you want to see something break out of this area, either above here or below here to start. This also came down pretty slow. Can you show the journal? Is your journal public? If you already see your setup, do you feel scared to execute it? No, never, never. No fear in the world to take a position. At first, yeah, but you know why you don't? Because once you journal, you build a win rate, right? And that win rate gives you confidence. No matter if it's 50% win rate or 80% win rate, whatever win rate, like these trades that you take over time, you'll see stats for it, right? So then you'll see stats for the type of setup. You see stats for the entry. You see stats for the time frame. You'll see stats for the quarter. You'll see stats for the session, right? Add all of that up, right? It's like, that's your, like, you know what you're taking, because once you develop a playbook, you're just taking the same trades again. Like, how many times have you taken like the breakout flip or the breakout current higher low? Like yesterday we took the breakout current higher low on the 4. So it was 85 plus 86 plus 79. Wow, it's pretty low, 79 to 4. And then NY session 85 and all this other stuff, right? Like March 94. So you're not even thinking about it anymore. It's like the moment you see you're playing your playbook, you're in there. But you gotta develop a playbook, because if you don't develop a playbook, anything you see is valid for you to take. You won't even know what high probability trade is for you. You'd be hunting like 24/7, right? Like you like you're not really always, like right now I'm not hunting. There's nothing coming near to anything that I want. But I understand that I need to see volume. So that's why I have these two lines marked up here and here. Once you tap here, you have volume. And then that's more likely when my plays will actually come, when you actually have the volume. So then when I see it, it's like, we're in there, right? Automatically, no hesitation. And then for the break even and the trail stops and then TP and all of that, it's already set too before we even get in mentally in our head. So we know exactly where we'll manage to trade out. And then it's just up to price on what that wants to print, right? But we can't like force price to go somewhere. But we can only make those decisions off of those things. But no, you don't feel scared. At first you feel scared because you're trading for money. But once you start to not trade for money anymore, that just becomes more natural for you. It's your uncle pencil. Damn. Do we pay tax, man? If you file it. What's that? Yesterday's trade, I didn't think we'll get a trade yesterday. I really thought we'll just sit through the session. We got it late too. Like what? We got 11:50 or 11:45 or something. Like super late. Chat, if you guys are enjoying the stream, leave a like, sub to the channel. 241 live right now. How many likes we got here? 50 likes. Chat, let's get to 100 likes. 100 likes? I think it's doable. 100 likes or 100 chatters? I don't know. I forgot we had news here. I forgot. That 15 double bottom wick, I confirm or not? No, that's likely to break. Either to break to grab liquidity to go back up to retest the highs or Asian highs, or to break and drive through. But that's likely to break because you're missing bottom wicks here. Like there's nothing really here. I'm pretty sure this is the middle of nowhere, right? Yeah, this is the middle of nowhere. There's nothing really here. If you break, you'll come down towards here at least. So yeah, this could likely break. To just continue pulling through. I don't know yet. Or it could break to come back up, right? But that is gonna likely break. I grew an account from 10K to 100K since February last year, but this last few months I haven't been able to break past 103K, stuck at 100 to 98, back to 90 and 100K and currently 101. Any advice? I'm stuck. You grew 10K to 100K within like February alone, or you mean like within like that year? I think that's good overall though. Like I gotta know how fast you grew it, but it sounds like you've been pretty steady since then. So that's good. Bro, volume check. I guess we have volume. Third Eye Jedi. This is Zoom. This right here. Zoom annotations. Just open up Zoom and then share your screen on Zoom and then it gives you that. It's the best thing ever. I use it to draw candles. February last year. So you grew within a month in February last year. Oh, I'm tripping, bro. Fuck, I'll read her. February last year to now. Got it. So if you grew a 10K account from February last year, now that's good. That's very steady growth. Well, yeah, it's steady. Like, what is that? Like 1,000%? 900%? Is that 100%? I think so, right? Chat, what's 10K to 100K? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100%. Two things. You might have grown it too fast. Wait, no. Fuck, 1,000%. I'm tripping. Yeah, 1,000%, right? Yeah, 1,000%. You might have grown it too quick, to be honest. Yeah, there's such thing as growing an account too quick, because it's not sustainable. Like, if you, I know, like if you're looking at a smaller balance, like maybe like for instance, like you're looking at 10K, right? And you're like, okay, whatever. Let's just say for you, 10K is like play money, whatever. You treat it like nothing, and then you reach a point where the money actually means something, like a lot more to you, 100K now, and then you start to get a brain block because you started off by not following the same, like you didn't build a sustainable mental strategy from the start, like something that you could do each and every day without thinking about how much money you're making. So when you start off by doing that, as the account grows, there's no difference in if the account hits a 10 mil, 100 mil, 50 mil, or 100K, whatever. Like it doesn't matter because your mind is resetted to that each and every day, right? But the reason you're hitting a mental block probably because you grew it too fast, and now you're there like, what do I do now, right? Because now it's getting a little scary. I don't know if I can risk the same thing or do the same thing. So you're not used to it yet. So now you gotta like reverse psychology that and try to find a way to make it work for yourself and your mind. But I mean, if you've been stuck at 198 to 90, like you're floating around there, you haven't blown it. I mean, you got a pretty good set of rules. You're probably just stuck, like I'm going through like a mental phase. Conditions can also be a factor too. Like March has been pretty like slow start, and then it only just picked up again. So sometimes conditions are just not giving the best ideas, and you're trying to force ideas within these conditions. Just wait until conditions get better. All right, I think this is only the start though. March, like the volume should get only better from here on out for the year. So it might be conditions too. You last February till this, cycles have changed, right? You gotta get used to trading all the different cycles too. So that's why I'm very heavy on not taking breaks, or telling people not to take breaks, because like you gotta learn each cycle. So each year it goes by, you're always looking at, like you're always gonna understand what cycle we're in. But yeah, times have changed too, right? So pips have changed too. So you just gotta adjust your lots, maybe adjust your lot size, adjust your risk percentage, something like that. Richie. Yeah, I've just thrown out all the possibilities because one of them was gonna hit, but that's what goes on in my head. What cycle we're in? I think range slash. I think we just started breaking up the range cycle. I think we're in a liquidity cycle. No, actually, no, I'm tripping. This is directional. This is the drive. Like we're drive. Depends on where you look at it from. I think on a higher time frame, you're in like if you look at the weekly and stuff, you're in the liquidity cycle, because this isn't gonna set your direction. I can guarantee you that. You're in a range before you actually get any of that direction, continuation, up or down. So this is like the start of a range or liquidity. But this is not direction yet, right? I think direction is more so of like once you start breaking below here, above here. This is just the range. But it might not range. It might just start breaking out. But I don't think this is the breakout yet. This is like early. Yeah, you guys asking some serious questions today. Holy. I'm not ready for today. The charts aren't giving me enough volume. Yo, tier 1. W tier 1. Jeez. Tier 1. W tier 1. W tier 1. Yo, Richie, do you know how to... I need some moving emotes for YouTube. You know how to fix that? This guy's straight lying to your face, man. Don't even pay attention. Why do you charge though? Charge what for tier 1? Why did you pay then? How much is tier 1? $6.99? $5.99? $4.99? To be part of the DVS community, man. Yeah, did you guys try posting the comm? I want to see if it works. Penza, did it work yesterday? I don't think it. I didn't see none. We have news in 15. I know what I see right now in a minute, and then news in 15 here, guys. So let's see what the charts do here, but there hasn't been much updated since we first hopped on today. Can't add photos? What the? I think you gotta be sub. Starting to glitch here. Starting to glitch. NY. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it starts glitching. This is like the start of more volume, but you had the same thing that happened here earlier, right? And then you started to just range, drive, and range. So this is a drive. Let's see if you can get a back-to-back drive to break that cycle that's in. But that's kind of what it's just been doing. NYC open though. You've reached this zone right here. You broke the lows, right? So what happens now? I don't know. Still trying to figure that out. Still trying to figure that out. What, I mean, like a paid one? Nah, I think just a YouTube follower sub button. Looking for buys on gold. I don't know them, Penzo. $15 bully listening party on Twitch. 50 months. I swear you pay for like a monthly sub like this month 3 times. Big 50 bully listening party on Twitch. What do you guys think? Bully. All right, for real. I'm gonna wake up. Twitch is played out! Exclamation point. Yo, I remember they said YouTube was played out in like 2015. They're like, yo, YouTube is overrated. How is Twitch played out? Tell me. Twitch for Gen Z. Are you guys like Gen X? What you mean? Twitch Gen Z. It's too woke. Yo, Jay, did you make a new account or something? Woke. Fuck.
This ain't cheddar, this quiche.
I think that's a different Jay we're talking about. I'm looking at his vlog. No, this is a different Jay. That's not the same Jay that I'm just referring to. But it sounds like the same Jay. Because yeah, this is a different Jay, I think. No, that's a different Jay. Oh man. Chat, sorry man. These conditions today are just, picking up very slowly. But it's picking up here. Starting to glitch down here, so news could actually give it some more volume. And then we can look for ideas. I'm assuming if we make our way down towards this white line, some volume, and that could be a start of the session. It's not too bad. Yo, Purple Cop, what's up, man? Tesla. What's happening at Tesla? How come there's 2 people that said Tesla today? What's wrong with Tesla? Did it go down? Whoa. That's not. This thing is log gap. Oh, these are market closures. Mental health segment. News in 5, everybody. News in 5 minutes. What is it you got again? Flash manufacturing PMI. Let's see. What's gonna happen here? Are we gonna come down and tap into 4316? I think that's also gonna be the daily lows, right? No, near it. And you have a huge daily wick fill. Damn froze. Yes, sir, man. I got you, Andy. Exclamation point journal in the chat. And then boom. Nightbot. Should help you out. Interest, young man. No, we're just waiting here, man. I'm just waiting for some volume. I'm also, yeah, just waiting for some volume to kick in here. So you have news in about 3 minutes. Maybe I can do something. But just nothing that's really in my head right now as to what's going on. My mind's blank. So I need some more information here. I'm lacking information. I guess that's part of the intuition too. Like wait until you have the right amount of information before you start hunting. Because like when you don't have information, you just don't. Like you're not gonna look for trades, right? But when you first start, you don't know like what that means because you don't have a sense of like you don't have any experience. I got you, man. But that's good and all, but wait until you blow it next week. Damn, bro, that's harsh. What you mean wait until you blow it next week? Damn. Yeah, this Viet coffee is not strong, man. Whoever said Viet coffee is strong, it's really not that strong. They said Viet coffee was stronger than Rubicon coffee or something like that, right? Something like that. I think it's called something like that. It's not that strong. I don't feel nothing from this. Yeah, I know who you were saying it to. I was like, damn, you saying that's harsh. Chad, what's the strongest coffee? I want to try the strongest coffee. I heard Turkish coffee is like strong. You ever tried that, Richie? Like they make it in the sand or in that it looks like sand, hot sand or something. Turkish. Yeah, I want to try that. And fresh from the sand. Vietnam coffee is strongest. Right, I'm drinking it right now. I don't feel nothing. Or maybe I feel too much of it. But it's not as bitter. It's pretty light. Maybe because of that, I didn't put it through an espresso machine. I just did it with the drip. What's it called? Café Fin. Café Fin. Yeah, the drip coffee. Are you Southern Viet, man? Well, my parents are Southern Viet. All right, we got some news here, man. What's gonna happen? Got my first car with DV sales. Thanks. No problem, buddy. No, you're not timed out, man. Um, yeah, news came out here. Sometimes it's a little delayed. Sometimes you don't kick in until like what time? Sometimes in 5-10 minutes it might pick up. But we'll know it'll pick up if it reaches this white line down here. So you still got to move 350, 360, 370 pips down, or you got to move like 1200 pips up. Pick one side. But that's when you'll have like some decent movement here. What the hell going on over here? Yeah, this thing is just not moving. This is not bad. I mean, you got like a range here. So maybe you don't have to tap into the white lines to start moving. You can just start breaking the lows here or breaking the highs here. And then it can lead to fake outs or continuations. But that could be your new range that you're kind of sitting in here, because you were basically sitting here for the NY session, right? Like I think NY session started what time is it? 16:45, 15, yeah, like around 8:30. That's when we hopped on. So it's got to break through. Default on some Henny shit, no comp. I put the chrome on the bands. All right, man. Come on. I'm in shorts for, was that NASDAQ? The hell? What's micro NASDAQ? Like, is it better for lower like a lot size or something? So what? Like for instance, like I trade an ounce on gold, like 4358. You trade like a gram on gold. So it'll be like whatever dollars instead. I didn't know they had that. Yeah, just smaller accounts, contracts. No way you know the answer. I'm trading micro gold right now. It's a smaller contract. What? So 10 contract or something, right? Man, I used to trade US30. I used to have, the broker didn't have US30. It was on Vantage. They had DJ 30 or something, DJs, and then the contract I had to pop like a one lot, and then every one lot was a 0.10 or 0.01. That used to be the method actually, to show you can trade bigger lot sizes. I'm in a buy. Nice, man. Hope it goes well.
This ain't cheddar. This quiche.
What's this sound again?
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Oh, that's that one. What's this one?
It became personal with me.
Oh, word. True. Let's go, let's go. Hey. Do you see this coat? Do you see this coat? I want supervised. I couldn't find it. Oh, we have some volume. Nice. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Okay, cool. So can you break out of this range here? So yeah, like you can see, like this push going up is like a lot stronger than this entire range, right? That cleared out that entire thing. This range spent its life trying to break out. 77 bars, right? So 77 minutes. And then this thing got corrected within 2 minutes so far. So you still got a little bit left. But that tells you a lot of information in terms of volumes coming in. And you could start to break this cycle. So that's very good. Very good. So let's see. Where is it going to lead to? I don't know yet. But I know that it's the start of volume. Like only the start too. So yeah, we'll see. Let's see if that continues picking up. Let's go. No, please. No other 30-hour trade. Don't worry, man. We won't be getting that for a long time. What's your read today? Bullish? No, I don't have any. I don't have a read today. I never have a read until we actually start moving. So I don't know. I never like pick a side before we start moving or like picking a bias. I don't do that anymore, at least. Especially when it's like this. I have no clue, man. My mind's like blank until it actually starts picking up and showing signs. There's like no signs of anything right now. How much is this range that we're in for the session? 300 pips. Yeah. So hopefully not like 11 a.m. move or anything. Still got a lot of time. It's only 9:50. Oh, we have Richmond Manufacturing Index. I didn't know that. 3 minutes until 10. That might be a lot better, actually. That is second last folder of the day. This actually might move a lot more than your this news, because this started to move. You can see here. So then 10 a.m. this is more volume that kicks in. That could be something. How's the 1 hour gonna close? Doji? Nice. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, you still gotta move. Well, you don't have to, but ideally until direction like 630 pips down, or you gotta push 900 pips up, which means that we are likely, we'll see, but likely not gonna be part of this first push. This could be a lower high still. These are initial highs. This could be a lower high. So if you break the lows, maybe, yeah, there could be something. If you like, if you break these lows here, if you manage to come back down, continue down towards here, I'm guessing you'll get another pullback. Maybe continuations below there. Or let's see. Let's dig deep. You need a bottom wick in these areas here, by the looks of it. So we split something here. So I don't want to take it when it's down at these zones here. Prefer to take it on the way down if there is. Wick entry sells, can we get anywhere actually? I didn't think about that today. You could. That's what if it comes up towards here though. So I gotta move 900 pips up for that wick entry sell area. That area would roughly be around 44.61 to 44.82. Missing a bottom wick here, but you kind of did come down and make a low. So if you get more structure, higher lows, then you get a pop up. If you get a pop up, we'll miss on that move. Like it's not going to be our move. And then maybe a wick entry sell we can take to take advantage of the higher low, because if you come up, you're going to probably higher low if you continue up, or you can just start reversing. But either way, you get the higher low, right? So wick entry sells would be very doable. Were to happen, if you were to come down and create a bottom wick at these areas, and then you shift up, then different story. That higher low alone now would act as like your, like that'll be your liquidity. It's like, why did you come all the way down? If you did continue, you come back up to re-break, that will be your push, right? But I need that to identify whether we're gonna drive up. I don't know if we're gonna drive up. So that's why, like, if it does drive up, then that's gonna be my wick entry sell at these areas, right? If it drives up without creating a steeper bottom wick. But if it comes down for a steeper bottom wick and then comes back into the range, we can be part of the buys here. But with the way we are sitting right now, there could still be a bottom wick. That's still in question. So that's why, like, I'm gonna let the buys just fly. They fly here, right? It's only gonna be 600 pips, 500 pips, right? So nothing too crazy. That's just like the previous early NY session range that you had today, right? That happened, between like 7, 8 today. So that'll be the correction of that if you do come up. And then if you come down like this, and then you continue to hold onto the blue zone, as you break back below, we can look for ideas for sells. Because then this would confirm that we're going to stay below, and then you can look to mirror this, but only if you can push down and stay below. Right? So that's why it's like there's not really much that we can do unless price drives up here 600 pips or comes back down and stays below here, which is 600 pips as well. But there's not much right now in this range. At least right now. YouTube is bugged. YouTube mute. No way YouTube is mute. You two fix. Cool. Chat, if you guys want to join the stream, leave a like and sub to the channel. I don't know why it's so sunny outside, but it's not sunny inside. Chat, if you guys want to join the streams, man. Sub to the channel. Leave a like. Could get a trade today, maybe. Maybe wick entry sells. Maybe. 44.49, and then you take advantage of this pop down. It's 260 pips. Sheesh. Let's see. I don't think so, man. This thing is like hazy. Chat, 100 likes though, come on. At least 16 more likes, man. If you can hit the buy and sell button, you can click the like button. Got a 30 leg count around 44.27 that needs to be filled, and we have a 1 hour leg count now. 44.27. Oh yeah, it's up 2, yeah. Yeah, that'll be good. 30, yeah, that'll be good because then you get the wick entry right above it. A little more if it push. The guy that told you he'll buy was right. Yeah, he was right. He caught 430 pips. $430. 430, the 530, the pips missing. Looking at the 1 hour, I'm staying out till 11. Any thoughts, Don? We might have potential wick entry sells at 44.49 here if it makes its way up. 500 pips there. So that's what I'm looking for next. That's one of the ideas that we have. The next idea after that are just like sells below 4316. But we're just that we're like in between their areas right now. So 800 pips away from there, and then like another like 500 pips away from there. So just waiting until then. I'm not sure what 11 is going to do. Hopefully before 11, like if you can just start pumping now, we can get a move immediately. Is on 6-7. Is that the command? Yeah, that's an old command, but I didn't know that we used 6-7 before on that command. No, I didn't change it. It was always like that. All right, chat. Give me like 1 minute here. Got some water. All right, what's happening here? So, all right, still coming up here. Let's see. So we have like wick entry ideas at wick entry sell ideas at 4445.694, which is off of these areas here. But I wonder if we can get something a little lower. There could be something in these areas. But I think it depends heavily also on how we come up from here. Like if you create like structure or not, right? Because this is just one pole. And this is the first pole outside of this range here. And you tap into these areas. So this can be a higher low. I think if you come up, you could still be okay for 44.26. But if you decide to pull back and then pull back again, like create more higher lows on the way up, then I think we'll just leave it at 44.43. But if this is the only higher low we have on the way up, then 44.26 should be good. I think the range there, so the range from here to here was, like, I think we had 200 pip targets, right? If we had a 40, wasn't it 49? Or maybe 44, yeah, 160 pips. And then from, I think the one at 26 down is like 110. So you still got a lot of range there too. But let's see if you even come up, all right? This thing might not even come up. This thing could just rip back to the bottom of the range here. But yeah, I don't think anything changes though. Mute? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Re-enter what? What do I re-enter? Whoa. What the fuck? Yo, I've never had a reel in like 2 years that had 800 plus likes on Instagram. What the fuck? They say I couldn't do it, man. They say I couldn't come back. But we here. We here. 2026. We here. Yes, sir. They said we couldn't do it. They said we couldn't do it. But we here. Jeez. We are here. Woo! No, that's crazy though. 860 likes. Yo, I haven't hit, I swear for like even before like 2024, I think we're at like 500 likes at a certain point even too. Like it's been a long ass time since we reached this many. I've never seen Instagram like this in like forever. That is insane. That is insane. Nah, that is insane. Everybody leaving TradingView now. Yo, I'm about to get a TradingView deal now. Now it's on. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy, man. It only took 1 week of streaming to take back over. Hey, man. Let's see. We on this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I forgot. W clip channel. Chat, let's see. We actually might get something today too. No tro. I think we actually, let's see. So I have, what did I have again? What was it? 44.26 wick entry sell ideas. I have something there. So 44.26, let's mark that up. 44.26.89 here. Let's see, you are maybe approximately 200 pips away. So it's like maybe a couple minute candles, a minute or two candles. Because you need volume on the way up too, right? You don't want to see it like trickling up. You want to see it like actually explode up. So if it does that, then we'd be good. We will be good. Bless you. What would be the stops? Stops and lots. Good question. So if you get the wick entry sell idea at 26 or here, I don't think this is too crazy of a difference. I think I'll use maybe I'll probably use this 1975 4625, and then I'll look for management above these areas here. So it's like 1100 pips. Yeah, but yeah, up here it'll be 1900 pips, which is gonna be, I think, 0.04 lot for me. So same thing as yesterday's trade and the day prior. Chat, we might get a wick entry sell here. Get ready. It needs to explode up though, 200 pips, and then BE zones are gonna be right here. So from here to here will be BE. I think that will be around like 50 pips in profit, and then we'll trail stops on the way down too. First trail stops area will be around here. Second trail stop zones will be around here. Oh no. 109 pips away. But yeah, I think after like the second trail stop zones, we can be less aggressive because that'll be like a clean pop, and then maybe next trail stop zones will be around here, kind of where you just rejected off of, right, in that area. A little higher, maybe here. This would be the zone. So yeah, this is likely to break the highs and tap into 08 at least. But yeah, we can attempt like maybe. We'll just attempt. I think we'll attempt something. You know what? We might just attempt 4408. 107 pips. TP. That's a leg candle fill too. So, yeah, that's right at the end of the leg candle fill. So if you can get a pop up, that would be sweet. Sweet like Jollibee spaghetti. You guys know what? Do you guys have Jollibee from where you guys from? Or is that a North American thing? So you're looking for a sell at what price? Wick entry sell at 44.26.89. So not like, yeah, so that's what we're looking for right now. But I want to see how it comes up from here on out. But yeah, if it's one consistent push up here with no pullbacks, then good. But if you like pull back here, because the idea is like we're looking for a first initial wick entry, or first initial pullback, right? If it like comes close and then pulls back, doesn't tap the zone, it re-breaks, we can't take it because in that structure. So we could move the zone up though towards the next area, which I think is 44.49 that we had. But yeah, this can fly up. First initial reaction, 170 more pips here, guys. We might be able to get something. But you really want to see this pop. And it's also pretty slow on the way up now too, so that's decent. Not really structure being created yet. Live volume. Yes, they asked ChatGPT about what to expect from market maker perspective, and you gave an identical answer. What did it tell you? Someone must be wrong, me or ChatGPT. Okay. What, like conditions change and we're like 60 years like behind? So there's always room to improve? Like we're backed up by like 60 years of, or how many years of information that we don't have yet, that we can only find going forward. Trading is like fighting dinosaur bones. Playbookati. Yeah, I gave it some answer about conditions. Ah, that's cool. Okay, get ready here, guys. One more pop, 94 more pips. Can we do it? Let's go. It's like starting to glitch here. It just needs that one pop. So you don't want to see like, these pullbacks are fine because they're not too steep yet, right? These are okay still. But like, it's like, let's say you come up towards like 22 and then you pull back like 60 pips, then yeah, I'll move it. I'll have to move it. We have to move it. You know, flip or what? Damn. All right, you got a little pullback here, but it's not too like, what do you call it? It wasn't too close. I think we're still sitting like 100 pips away. So it's still fine. But you do want to see this pop up. I think this is still okay as long as it doesn't come back towards like 43.91. The thing about this though, is that if it does end up coming down here for a pullback, the wick entries might not be available here. I mean, they can still be available here, but you can also start looking for ideas for buys, right? Because the only reason why we're not looking for buys yet is because we're waiting for more structure to print. So we wanted to see structure earlier when like down here. If that were to happen, then part of this push, I would have been looking for some stuff, right? But yeah, you didn't get the bottom wick, but you did get some monitor areas here. So if you continue to push up and you create structure, we can just look for ideas for buys. But it's just that's what's kind of stopping me or holding me out right now until you get those higher lows. So that's why we're also looking for the wick entry sells, right? To kind of be part of that higher low. Because you moved up like decently. Like I think this was overall like a 600 pip pop. It wasn't as strong though, right? But it's still like a consistent, or it was decent. It was okay. I think this move down here was a lot more dominant. So what did it tap? 15. I didn't have much at 15. What time is it? 10:30. So third minute can still flip here, right? This could just be a bottom wick. Third minute they close pretty bullish. So I'm hoping that it flips and use that rip up. All right, there's the flip. Can it rip up now? Still a very minor zone, or minor higher low. I don't think it was too major there. Because you didn't break below the previous structure or anything, right? Previous structure was like 43.91. So this can still give you a pop here for 100 pips. So let's see, can we get one? So don't mind these other lines here, right? These are just like BE zones, trail stops, trail stops, trail stops, TP down here. Or TP here, I'm tripping. TP is gonna be here. We'll attempt like 150, I think, in this range. Yeah. So yeah. In case you guys didn't hear me earlier, I think I'll be using 0.04 a lot because stops are gonna be like 1900 pips from what we measured earlier. So 0.04 similar to the last trade. Let's see, can we get a pop? Get ready. One more push. Come on, go. One more push. Broke the highs again. So 4 to 424. That's what I got. $70 pips, 70 more pips in the break at highs. 75. Oh, 71. we get a pop? What the hell, man? All right, let's see. Is this a high or low? 5 leg candle. I didn't see that. Let me close this for now. 5 leg candle on the 5, so that can get filled in the wick. So no sells for me. For like these type of entries. The only thing I have is wick entries as of right now. Since it's made a steeper higher low, let's move this up towards 26. We move it up towards 26. And then I still got the same areas here, but yeah, I don't have any sells yet. Sells are, I'll say, more so below these areas. I'm not sure what's gonna happen here though. I'm trying to figure out if you do get pullbacks here, if they're gonna actually create higher lows or not. So it's like we're not like really hunting for any sells or anything here. Yeah, at least, unless we push and drive and glitch and all of that. But you're about to come down a break to fill the leg candle, I think, on the 5 here. So that takes you down towards the low from earlier. So that should get more interesting if that breaks. Is this valid even though 5 is creating structure? As of right now, yeah. Because I think structure, like, unless you come back down to break this low like this, that's like, and then you come up, then no, that's gonna be a no. Maybe like we'll move it up towards 49. That'll be valid still. But the same one at 26, no. But that's only if you come down to break, tap into these areas. That's what I would consider structure, because these are very just minor so far in the way up. They're not too major of pullbacks. I think like this would be more so of like structure if you like come like that, or if you come like this. All right, like this is still the original higher low. You know what I mean? This is the zone. So yeah, we got our eyes on that. But you have a leg candle right now, so 70 pips below, 70 pips above. Okay. Peng? Holy, that word is old. Damn. I remember that word. Top wick, so yeah, I'm looking for that still at 26. How much is this advantage point? This is 40 pips advantage point, and then yeah, I think something like here will be, and then we'll start trailing like right there. This has the rip though. It'll also be a 1 hour top wick for those areas too. Do we have anything else in between 82, 40, 22, or 43? Oh, that's it. One more here if you keep moving it. Oh, that was close. Still 60, 70 pips away here. Still struggling to drive up. If it's a struggle to drive up, then you can still get a correction of this range here. Because it's a pretty struggling to range up. So you can get a 1-2 pop to correct it, right? So we're part of that wick entry, so perfect. $58 pips to go here. Can we get it? $38. Barriers can't be true. This business ain't Chipotle. You know ball? What's the plan here? Reversal scalp? No. This is to make things simple and clear. There's a zone here. And you're likely, I don't know for sure if you're making your way up there, but if you do, then we're looking for the first initial reaction. Because it's going to be rare for price to just like kind of pop through. If you come up, tap these zones, you're likely to get a higher low and some structure before going up further, right, towards your next. So we're looking to be part of that wick entry sell to create that higher low. You know what I mean? So yeah, now we're just paying attention to, sorry, let me go back to that real quick. It can be a higher low, or it can be a fake out, right, back into the range for a bottom wick here before going up later on or something. But we're still missing like structure in the way up. So yeah, we're just paying attention to like the way it's going up here on a small time frame, because if like you start to create like more structure in the way up, we'll move these zones up higher. So it can go from like 26 to like 38 for the next wick entry sell. But it's that idea that we have. We're looking for a price to just create that higher low. So yeah, it's called a wick entry, but it's not like we're looking to sell like the top expecting to come all the way down here, right? It's just more so just if price were to come up, you'll likely get a pullback, and we'll be part of that pullback if you get the wick entry. Okay, I think we're gonna move this though. This came down, like it came up, it's coming up closer, right? When it was here, it was okay, then it came up again, then it came up again. We might move this here towards this let's see. I think we're just moving up towards 38. This 15 closed very nicely too. So 38, 44, 38 is your next zone here. And then I think we can take advantage of this area. BE, trail stops. BE, trail stops, matches that bottom wick. 55, and then below here could be the biggest gap, which is gonna be there, right? Or what is here? Maybe here actually is something there. Trail, and then we'll TP down here maybe at these zones. So yeah, I have 36 here instead of 26 here. 36.37. So not 26 no more. But I'm expecting this 15 to pop. Look at the way it closed. Pretty strong bullish, right? So we can fill that wick and fill this range. Yeah, a little higher, but 150 pips away. So just be a bit patient here. And we still got a little bit of time left for the session close. And same thing, if price like ends up doing the same thing on the way up and then it just pulls back, right? Like tap 26, pull back, and then it continues to do that, push up, and it pulls back, we'll keep moving it up higher, right? I think above like 4 to 482 though, above there, I think that's when I'll start hunting for some buys if it starts to break above 82. But we still got a long way to go, right? Maybe a little lower, maybe 6.2, but just need some structure. So that's how I'm hoping for that wick entry sell to create that structure. And then if it goes up, you're ready to go up now. Versus when, versus now, where you don't really have those steep pullbacks yet, that structure formed yet. So yeah, I don't think we have news again, right? That's it. 12 minutes until 11. So we'll find out. Come on, March. Yeah, 5 working days to flip this up bullish. What, the monthly? You think it's gonna flip bullish? I didn't take this in. Bro, this flips bullish in the March. That will be crazy. Like back-to-back leg candles. I'm not counting it out though, but that's gonna require like a bunch of what else do we have for the month? Didn't we just have FOMC? Holy. That would be insane. Insane. No, what'd you tap here? 20? Yeah. So let's see, you can get a 1-2 pop here, and if you do, then that'll be a little unfortunate. But it's not too unfortunate because then that's your pullback now. That's your higher low. That's what we're aiming to grab next, right? So if you do get a 1-2 pop back down here, 1-2 pop is literally just like 2-3 candles that corrected because this thing took a lifetime to come up, like a really struggle, then that will indicate that you have a higher low now. So if you come back up above here, we can look for ideas for buys because now that's structure. Does that make sense? So that's why we wanted to take the wick entry sells, because we're missing that bottom wick here, right? But if we get the bottom wick here, then we can now take the continuation of buys because now you have structure to actually go up. And then sells, of course, are valid too, but that won't be... I don't think sells. Maybe below 43.64 could be something for us if we do get sells, right? But you're really going to have to see this correct quick. Because I don't think we've established like much direction today yet, right? Like you barely moved today. How you know we missed the bottom wick there? It's not for sure, but just looking at this move up, it wasn't that consistent in volume. Like directionally, it wasn't dominant enough. It wasn't, at least yet. It could get dominant above here, but the way it's coming up, it's just fluttering up. It's struggling. So when you correct it, there's a lot less zones to break. If anything, there's no zones here. This is gonna be one clear pop down, right? Like you would see something like this happen. And that'll be a bottom wick. But it's just assuming off of just like how much of a struggle it is. And also because previous zones too, right? You got bottom wicks in these areas as well. But until you actually like consistently move, like you see how like this was like coming down a lot stronger. That's like your 1-2 pop. But look at that. When you did come down, all this struggle up, right? And then one counter come down and eventually you corrected it. But oh, nice. Let's see. We actually might get it. Chat, 36, okay? I still have a 36.37. Get ready. Get ready. Almost. One more pop. All right. Wick entry sells right there. Wick entry sells there. BE is going to be this white line right here. This next one, not this one. This next white line. And then trail stops will be a little below. Trail stops very aggressively here. Not BE yet. Not BE yet. Not BE yet. All right, BE. Can we get the next zone? Just BE. All right, start trailing. Start trailing. Start trailing. Start trailing. Start trailing. Start trailing. One more push. All right, cool. I'll take it. I'll take that. All right, W. We did 88 pips there. Insane. Insane. 99 pips, chat. 99 pips. 99.1. W trade. W patience today. Shout out to Clones last week. Is Clones here? Clones not in here. Damn. Oh, he is here. Shout out to Clones. I had to do a sim yesterday because I was recording my DVS02 stuff. And I had to do a sim for wick entries. And you don't always gotta be perfect. But similar areas, because you're looking for that initial idea anyways, right? You're looking for a price to pull back. But look, now that I pull back, I don't know, this might not even be enough. You might come back further, but you got a reaction, right? You're looking for that first initial reaction, you know what I mean? I thought it was 36. Yeah, we came, I thought I was in the rip towards 30. I just market X, it was close. It was like 19 pips away. W trade. What percent was that, chat? We did 39.64. 39.64 is gonna be, what is that? 1.73%. I'll take it. Did it close in these other accounts? What I get here? 31 to 22. 80, yeah, 9 bips. 22 to 31, yep. 90 pips. 90 pips across the board across all accounts. Okay, cool. Chat, did you guys like the stream? Sub to the channel because we only getting started, man. We are only getting started this year. This is so much information that I want to show you guys, but I couldn't show you guys if it was just like every NFP stream. All right, it's like there's just so much, like there's nuances that you pick up each and every day if you come on here, because we don't get the same ideas every day. Like some days are wick entries, some days are looking for more aggressive pushes, some days, you know. But today was this idea, and this is one of the only ideas we had today too. So I'm glad we got a wick entry because we were missing the wick entries by like, you know, like since we came back on stream by like a couple pips every time. And yeah. I made a little adjustment yesterday, but did we trade? We enter again? No, that's it. Well, maybe another trade. Yeah, another trade, but not the same idea. I think the next trade I'll take is if, like, I don't know what's gonna happen here, but if you're able to clear up this entire range now, break back below 44, maybe below 43.91 could be sells. Ideas below there, but I'm gonna let this play out. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Either if you go up or go down, I'm not too sure. Downward trades minute. Yeah, we've been trading the minute for like ever now, for a year now. The minute has been used for some time. It's picking up. But I wouldn't say this is on the minute. We just used the minute to look at it. This trade was based on the 1 hour time frame. But look, you have a bit more structure now. I don't know if that's enough yet, but there could even be buys too, right? Like into these ranges. So I'm just gonna journal this out. We'll come back and then we'll see what else the price gives us, okay? But we are gonna journal and then see if we can get another trade today. But today's the 24th. 2026. You referred me about a lot of times price didn't reach. Yeah, because last week you said, do you have to be perfect? And I thought about it. All right, I didn't give you an answer on the spot, but I thought about it for like the next couple of days. And then yesterday when I was recording my wick entries video, it helped because I was on the sim too. So yeah, thank you, man. Okay. Trade was taken at what time? So, but chat, you see how we just trailed? Like we had those zones marked up prior, right? Like there's a lot of zones here, but it's just like our break-even zones, right? Our trail stop zones, trail stop zones, and we just keep trailing it down as it goes. But it's up to price. Sometimes it rips a lot harder. Sometimes you get correction immediately without pulling back, right? Sometimes you move down slowly. So you can't always get the exact same runner, but you can get the exact same executions and routine every day. And that leads to consistency. New York gold bearish buy. Oh, what was my bias today? I think I was more bullish, if anything. Normal sells. Just liquidity on the 1 wick entry 1 4. Next logical point of resistance. BE. Minute. We use the minute there. We use the 1 hour there. What else did I use? 1 hour. The minute. And I guess the 5. The 5 too. 5 is pretty good there. Just look for liquidity on the 1. Win. Liquidity / higher low. You can even put that too in the journal if you want to. 39.64. Pips wise, 99.1. No, I was doing the sim yesterday too, chat. I was looking at 2021. Holy shit. Like, you would get this exact same push, right? You see how like it looks like very volatile right now? But this is 200 pips. Back in the day, this was like 25 pips, right? So you just adjust your lot sizes. That's it. But it's like, you don't worry about how many pips it is. Like everyone's freaking out about like 2,000 pip stop loss. It's like, it sounds crazy. But like everybody that says we're in a pip session. Times have changed, right? We can't use a 200 pip stop loss no more. So 2,000 pips is your new 200 pips. But you just gotta adjust your lot sizes. You know what I mean? But like back in the day, like literally this exact type of spike where it's like constantly pushing, I looked at it, I'm like, wow, only 25 pips. So back in the day, you can use bigger lots. Nowadays, you gotta, lower that lot a little bit because of how much you're moving. There's a drawdown. I don't think there was drawdown. Max pips it ran for was 120. 120. Trail stop loss hit in a minute. Trail stop loss. Pips wise, we did 99.1. Cool. All right. So yeah, we'll see what happens next. We can still get another trade here. We still got a little bit of time. I think 11 just opened up, so I'm gonna check it out. One more journal. Wow, 420 for the month. So yeah, not a lot of trades this month, chat. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades only for the month. So not too crazy. A slow start, but condition again. I think the conditions like only just kind of came in, so it just rotated in March. So as the months go on, like it just gets more consistent. There's not too much unexpected stuff. All right. So let's see what happens at 11 here. So you came off of 26 or 33, 34, 33.5. Let's see. Yeah, I think just a matter of like this. I'm not too sure what's gonna happen here. Maybe we can put something here, and then we can wait to see if that breaks. Right, but I wouldn't really hunt for much in this area right now. Yeah, I wouldn't really hunt for much. I'll let this play out. This range here, 400 pip range. And then if you break below here, if you could break below here, be careful taking the breakout because that can be just a higher low. You're missing a bottom wick here. So it wasn't a problem earlier, but it could be a problem now, right? That's why it was very important that we got a bottom wick prior to pushing up. And that's what I wanted to see. And that's why I didn't get buys earlier because it's like there was no confirmations of buys for me. Like it came up, right? And I was waiting for a wick entry, but I didn't know that it was going to come up. So if you got this earlier, different story. But since you didn't get this, if you come down, just be a bit careful because this could be your bottom wick now, right? Price were to pop back up. It's like, okay, cool. Now above here, you can look for buys for the breakout. You know what I mean? But if it comes back down like that, and then it starts to create like structure, right? You start to get like some structure, and then you start to get something like this, then guess what's going to happen? You're going to rip down. So you don't have to like guess where price is going to go here from here right now. You can just kind of like wait for price to kind of come in, show you where it's headed, show you what lows is making, what highs is making, and then that should give you some information for you to get in. But you don't have to like sit around and like predict, you know? Like I didn't know what was going to happen for the buys today, but I stayed out of it. But yeah, now we just have a bit more info. A bit more info. W deal, guys. W day, man. I'll give it another like maybe until 11:10, and if you get nothing by 11:10, I'll hop off. All right, guys. Some days wick entry drawdown, some days wick entry profits, right? I missed the time for the first time I missed the trade. Damn, Penzo. I pressed sell on both accounts. It didn't open. Yeah, it's because price might be spiking. The market doesn't like push it in time. That's retail trader stuff though. Yeah, and that happens. What percent was that again? 1.73. What is DBSO 2? There should be more info on it coming soon. I think I got a trailer for you guys this week. I'm gonna hop off. Thanks for the stream, done. Later. Peace out, Silver Rio. This is still struggling here. Like on the way down, even though corrected, it's still pretty slow. So let's see if we can break out of this. What do you want me to do? Trial? What was that? Jed, how come? So like, yo, whenever you guys go on Instagram, you guys save the post. How many of you guys actually go back and look at it? Because how is the post possible? The post has more saves than likes. Like do people actually go back? Like no one ever goes back and looks in their saved posts. It's just kind of like, damn. Oh, might be glitching. What is this? Sim to the color game. What's it called? Oh, is that the game the SQC played? Oh, what's the link? Holy shit. Let's see. Hard. Let's go. Ready? Huracan green. Boom. Huh? So what's perfect? 10? Huracan pink. Huracan purple. Huracan purple. Huracan purple. Huracan purple. Huracan purple. Hold on, let me. Margella. Purple Margella. Purple Margella. Wait, what color am I supposed to do? Ready, set, go. Oh, it's this color. Oh, M2 blue. 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 I'm too 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 blue. Huh? Yo. Purple. That's good. Better than 1% of players. Oh, let me try again. I didn't know how to play the first time. Hold on, let me try again. All right, this is for real. Oh, it's the very end color. I'm just gonna go back to doing what I'm good at. All right, yo. Chat, I think that's it. I think that is it, man. Yeah. Chat, have a good day, everybody, man. I'm gonna hop off here. If you guys enjoyed the stream, leave a like, sub to the channel. Turning up 2026, man. Our year. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. All right. Tomorrow morning, do we have news? Tomorrow morning, we have nothing. So, yeah, it's just Thursday. You got some news. All right. So, tomorrow morning, you have nothing. But I'll be here 8:20, 8:20, 8:15, 8:20 around there. Okay. Peace out, everybody. Laters. Have a good day. Peace, peace. Peace. Peace out, man. Peace.
Baby, would you just keep talking to me? Baby, would you make one